Imagine a beautiful princess in a tower, locked up, all alone. The tower is guarded by a fire-breathing dragon. And the princess is all alone. She is waiting on the window of the top floor for someone to come and save her life. Her sapno ka Rajkumar. And guess who turns up? Yes, he would be the knight in a shining armor. And that is the topic of our today's lecture, the knights. In a game of chess, each side has two knights. White has two knights and black has the same. To understand the movement of the knight, let me just take one knight and place it on the center of the board. Now, a knight moves in L shape, the letter L of the English alphabets. The knight usually moves one step, two step, and then a half step. So let me make these concepts clear. So the knight moves 1, 2 and half, 1, 2 and half. It moves two steps in one direction and then moves to the other side. To make things more clear, I will be placing black pawns on each of the square that this knight can go to. Alright, so this knight can go to 1, 2 and half. So I place a black pawn here. 1, 2 and half. So I place it here. 1, 2 and half. 1, 2 and half. As you can see, I am making letter L, though this time it's sleeping. Okay, next one, I think you should be able to guess. 1, 2 and half. Alright, 1, 2 and half. And the last two now left, those are 1, 2 and half. And now 1, 2 and half. So as you can see, a knight can travel to 8 squares when it is placed on the center of the board. It moves first 2 squares in one direction and suddenly turns either to the left or to the right. Okay, let us just place the knight now to the edge of the board over here. Now you must pause the video and try to find all the squares that this knight can move to. Okay, I think you must have succeeded to find all the squares. How many squares can this knight travel to? Yes, it can travel only 4 squares. And those squares are 1, 2 and half. You cannot go this side because it's the end of the board. 1, 2 and half. 1, 2 and half. And last but not the least, 1, 2 and half. Okay, so suddenly we see the knight on the edge of the board can move only to 4 squares. Alright, what about a knight that is in the corner? Okay, it's in the corner now. How many squares can it move to? Just pause the video and let me know. Alright, I hope that you have found the answer. It's only 2 squares. The knight can move 1, 2 and half and 1, 2 and half. Alright, so thus we come to know a knight in the center controls 8 squares, a knight on the side of the board controls 4 squares, and knight in the corner controls only 2 squares. Okay, now let me take a small quiz of yours. I place the knight in the center of the board and cover it up on all sides with the pawns, black pawns. And then I place a few black pieces on the side, okay? Alright, so this is the position. You have to tell me which of the pieces can the white knight capture. Okay, you can pause the video. Alright, Was your answer that the knight can capture no pieces? Well, if that was your answer, then you are wrong. Because the knight can in fact capture 4 pieces in this position. It can capture 1, 2 and half the rook. But wait, you might ask me, there is a black pawn in the way. How can the knight capture the rook? The answer to that is, the knight is the only piece on the chessboard that can jump over other pieces. Alright, so this knight can jump over the piece and capture this rook. Alright, can the knight jump over this pawn and capture the queen? Yes, it can. And in the same way, it can capture the bishop, and also 1, 2 and half, it can capture this bishop. Alright, so you have learned a very important lesson, that is, the knight is the only piece on the chessboard that can jump over its own pieces as well as the opponent's pieces. Okay, let me just put the starting position of a knight to make things more clear, and this is the last part. At the start, you have a knight over here on this square, okay, and this is the starting position. I have just taken a snapshot. So this knight, even though it has pawns in front of it, it can still jump over it 1, 2 and half, or 1, 2 and half and come over here. Alright, but it cannot go to this square because it's already occupied by a pawn. Alright, so in the starting position, without moving any of the pieces, the knight can go to 2 squares, this and this. I hope that the movement of the knight is very clear to you. If you have some problems, you can go over this video again, because after this we are going to learn all the easy pieces. The next one comes the bishop, and looking forward to sharing my knowledge about the bishop with you in the next lecture. Till then, see you.